So this is Jelly Ben and Pogo Karaoke Night. This is definitely one of the projects that I'm most proud of personally because it is the one that I was a lead developer on. Our lead developer at the time went on a 2 week trip to Japan, and he asked me to take charge of this game since we also had two other games going on too. It was a crazy time, but I remember being a little scared to take charge and oversee the two freelance developers that we had at that time. But I am so glad that I did. Not that I really had a choice to begin with, but I am super happy with how this turned out. It was just the perfect game for me to take lead on because I love music and sound. And with that being said, this is a super sound heavy game, so I'm gonna let the gameplay sound take over for a little bit here.
Feel like we need some drums. Does that sound good? Bass. Guitar. Claps. Drums.
So as you can see, this whole soundboard section here was really fun to play around with. We ended up using the Tone.js library to control each of the sound components, including the vocals, which you'll see in a bit. So instead of being MP3 files and taking up a bunch of space, they were actually MIDI files. Tone.js had functionality to decode those and grab JSON data from them. So this was really just such a cool blend of music and sound editing and coding, and it was super, again, perfect for someone like me to work on. I got to work a lot with our sound guy Steve on this one, and I was just having the time of my life, honestly. I'm gonna duck out again so you can hear the what the vocal tracks sounded like.
Jelly, Ellie, Ellie, Ellie. Jelly's plushy friend has been with her since paleo. I get ideas like they're playing on the radio. It may not make sense. I want to add piano. You'll find your own thing that works. Sock, sock, tail sock, sock, a tail sock, yeah. Woo! This song really...
Yeah, so overall, this whole game was just a huge lesson in optimization, primarily because we not only had to turn all of those MP3s into MIDI files, but we also had to save the songs to be used in subsequent scenes and to be able to edit them again. So, you know, we couldn't just save the full song at the end. We had to always be keeping track of its various components, and we had to find the most efficient way to do that because of game size constraints. This had to be playable not only on the web, but also inside of the PBS Kids app, which allows users to download games in their entirety, so they have to be under a certain size. Anyway, I will duck out again so you can see the actual Karaoke Night gameplay. When I slide it on my tailio, I get ideas like they're playing on the radio. It may not make sense, but you don't have the tail, find your own thing that works. Sock, sock, tail, sock, a tail sock, yeah. Turning the different vocals on and off depending on where the mics were was super fun there too. Not to mention the little instrument sounds I had to play on beat as well. They were actually more of a headache than you would think they were. MIDI files can be finicky is another thing I've definitely learned from this game. But the last cool touch we had in this game were these Filipino folk songs, so I'll go ahead and let those sweet tones whisk you away. Thank you for watching.